Hi, welcome to our tutorial on Pages, which is a word processing application on your iPad. So the first thing we're going to do is find this icon right here, and we're going to tap it to open. You're going to open to this start page. If you want to look at their tutorial, you can go ahead and click on this Getting Started. I'm going to take care of some of the basics for you. First button that you're going to want to use is this little plus icon. And when you touch that, that gives you the opportunity to create a document, and simply tap that. Pages comes loaded with several templates available to you. For right now, we're just going to tap on a blank one, and it's going to open a blank template for us, and the keyboard will pop right up, and you can start typing your message. So it works much like a word processing program. You can tap and hold, and you will get your select all, paste, insert options. Up at the top, I just tapped, and down popped the ruler that looks very much like the word ruler. So if I just hold and I select all, I can tap and change my font to a different font. I can change my font to a different size. I can make it bold, I can unbold it, I can make it italics, unitalic. I can center, left justify, right justify. I can change my margins here by dragging, create a hanging indent, all of the things that are available to you in even a basic word processing. So I'm going to X and close that up out of my way. So a couple of neat options available in Pages. If I touch the paintbrush, tap on Style, this is another place where I can control the style of my document. So I have title options, I have all my text options, subtitles, body, bulleted, captions. If I click on List, I can control my list options and the location of my lists. If I click on Layout, I can change my number of columns simply by tapping up or down, and I can change the spacing to double spacing, 1.5, whatever it is I choose to use. The plus is also a nice option. If I've allowed permissions from my camera roll, I can insert photos. I also have the option to do tables, so if I simply swipe right or left, I have table options. So let's go ahead and choose this table. If I tap in a cell, I get the option, and I could call this one totals, and I could start entering my data in my table. So that is how I enter a table. And you can just tap in any cell and adjust your table. If you tap down here, you can add, oops, I missed. This tells you you can add or delete rows, and on the same way I can add or delete columns as I need. On the plus, I also have the option to do two-dimensional charts, swiping to see all of my options, or three-dimensional charts. So if I choose a chart, by tapping, it will insert it. So I can edit my data, and this allows me to change my numbers. It allows me to change my headers to whatever I would like, and I can change my column titles to whatever, and row titles to whatever I would like. And when you're done, click Done, and the changes are reflected on your chart. If you touch the center icon, you can rotate this to get a really cool effect. I can make it bigger or smaller by grabbing the corner icon. And so those are some table options you have. Also under that plus, you have options to insert different shapes and different colors of those shapes to add to your Pages document. The wrench is options that we are going to talk about in the second video when we're going to talk about how you get a page document from point A to point B. Let's say you're done with your document. It is an autosave situation, so I'm going to tap the word Documents up in the corner, and it goes back to my main page. At this point, if I tap and hold it, I have the opportunity to rename it. And I just tap out. Pages has the cool capability of organizing into folders. If I tap and hold, I can slide it into a folder. To make one of those folders, you simply tap and hold and put one document on top of another, and now I have folders. If I want to take one out, I just grab it and slide it out. And then you can say done to finish. If I want to delete something, select it, not open it, press and hold until that line shows up, and your garbage can, which is just out of my view, but it is in your upper corner, hit garbage, it says delete document, and you can delete that document. That is the very quick introduction to Pages. Part 2 will talk about how to introduce some of the workflow ways to move documents out of Pages.